Hey everyone, this is Pete, and welcome back to the 400 Mini Show, an exploration of the extensive game library available for the Atari 8-bit range of home computers. Today's game is Slime, a 1982 release from Synapse software. It was developed by Steve Hales, who also worked on the classic helicopter rescue game Fort Apocalypse. A TI-99 port of the game was developed by Atari Soft under the name Superstorm, but was never released, making Slime an Atari 8-bit exclusive. The concept for Slime was originally developed by Synapse founder Ihor Wolosenko. The project was given to a new member of the Synapse programming team, whose name is unfortunately lost to the mists of time, but they left before the game was finished. According to Wolosenko, speaking with Antic magazine in their April 1983 issue, the programmer in question was, I quote, pretty flaky. He wasn't getting anywhere and he became impossible to work with. Finally, he started having psychic experiences with his disk drive, such as fire coming out of it. He just flaked out. Now, since Synapse had already produced ads and box art for Slime, Steve Hales was pulled off his Fort Apocalypse project to finish off Slime. Or rather, as Wolosenko noted, to start it again from scratch, because in his words, he wasn't able to use any of the obscure code this other guy had written. This meant, unfortunately, that Dan Gorlin's Choplifter ended up hitting the market first, causing many to brand Fort Apocalypse when it released later in 1982 as a clone, despite not really being all that similar, and despite its development starting before, or at least around the same time as Choplifter did. Slime had a somewhat mixed reception on its original release. Antic magazine reviewed the game in the same issue they interviewed Wolosenko, with reviewer David Duberman declaring it fiendishly clever, delightfully disgusting, and a game that's guaranteed to give you green dreams for weeks after you get it, and that this game really is an improvement over most other video games I've seen, and compares very favourably with the best of the coin-up games. It tells me that Atari's potential as a fantastic games machine is finally being fulfilled. Reviewer Paul Backer, writing in Electronic Fun with Computers and Games March 1983 issue, was less impressed, noting that it was, quote, a victim of an alarming trend sacrificing gameplay in order to achieve originality, and branding the game's sound effects as probably the worst ever heard on any computer game. I remember being very confused by this game back in the day, and it's one I actually haven't revisited for a very long time. So let's go play Slime.
Okay, welcome back to the 400 Mini, where today we're taking a look at Slime, a game I've not played for a very long time and which I didn't really understand when I was a child, so I'm intrigued to give this another go now I have a better idea of what is supposed to be happening in this game. Just going to quickly show you what settings I've got on the 400 Mini for this, in case you want to run this yourself on the 400 Mini. So I've got the Atari model set to 800. I've got display width set to 336 because that's the same width as the standard Atari display. Display height set to maximum. At the moment, the 400 Mini won't go to the full height that it really needs to be to display the full range of an Atari display, which is 240 pixels. Numerous people have raised this to retro games, but we're still waiting on a firmware update to sort that out at some point. They are aware of it though. In the meantime, 212 works fine for this, and vertical offset to the minimum so the top of the display isn't cut off. Alright, let us play. Let me check my controls first. So I'm just going to turn the shoulder button off because I'm always accidentally pressing that one. So skip, and clear that. And I think I might also clear off this one here because it's quite easy to accidentally press that one as well. Okay, there we go. That should do it. And let's play. Right, so here we are with Slime. So the concept behind this is there's some nasty aliens who are dropping slime. that will eventually cause the ocean that's at the bottom of the screen there to rise. You don't want that to happen, so it's your job to prevent that from happening. Slime by Steve Hales, copyright 1982, Synapse software. Also from Synapse, Seamus, Fort Apocalypse, Chicken, Protector 2, Nautilus, Picnic Paranoia, Claim Jumper, Reptilian, Dodge Racer, and onwards from there. Okay, so let's begin. So we've got a bunch of options we can choose here. So you can select through these with the option select keys. You can select between 1 and 4 players, taking it in turns, and choose how many ships you have, how many lives that is, when you get a bonus life, when the water level drops, the starting storm that you start on, and you'll see if you start at later stages you get some score bonus as well. So much like arcade games from the era that allowed you to start at a later stage, you would get bonus points for starting at a later stage on this as well. Alright, let's begin. Prepare yourself, Carbon Unit 1. So, the way this works, you see we've got these wedges, they're called, down the side here, and they're leading into these pipes here. And what you have to do is you have to create new wedges, oops, so that the slime rolls into the pipes at the side of the screen. So it's a good idea to start off by just widening these a bit, just so that the slime trickles down and gets where it's supposed to be going. Alert! Entering new slime storm! So with each passing storm, it gets a little bit trickier, because more slime starts arriving in awkward places, starts arriving a little bit earlier, and you start getting things like that UFO and the lightning strikes getting in your way. So you need to be as quick as you can, really. In setting things up, if at all possible. And you see you can actually also shoot the slime. But if it lands on your ship, then your ship will sink. Now you only have a limited number of wedges that you can use on each stage. We may have an issue there. Yeah, so if it looks like it's excuse me, if it looks like it's going to hit your ship, then you're probably better off just trying to shoot the slime directly and get rid of it. So this one here, we're not going to have time to deal with it appropriately, so let's just try and blast them. You do get some points for that, but not as many points as you do for actually dropping it into the pipes. Oh dear. Now, the other things you have to watch out for, as you can probably see, there's these fireballs that show up every so often. There's the UFO, which can cause problems with your wedges. There's the lightning strikes as well. As the slime falls into the sea, the water level will eventually rise, and that makes it more easy for you to be hit by the lightning strikes, which you see only come down part of the screen, but they can also destroy your wedges. Oh, and that's a particularly annoying thing that the UFOs do. They drop a plug into the pipe. So that the slime can't flow into there, and it instead flows into the sea. But eventually a helicopter will come along, as you saw there, and get rid of the plug. And so you need to try and protect that, so that it can take the plug out. Well, you see the water level has risen a bit because of the amount of slime we've allowed to fall into the water. So this is a really interesting game, I think, because it's kind of a puzzle game. There's an element of missile command to it as well. I don't agree with the Electronic Fun review of this game that said that the originality came at the expense of gameplay. But it is correct that this game is very original. There wasn't anything like it around at the time. This was well before any sort of puzzle game as we know them today had been... We've got an extra life there. Yeah, well before sort of the puzzle game as we know it today had been codified. I'm in real trouble here. Oh dear. I think I'm just gonna have to shoot all these. Because I don't have time to be setting up pipeways. There we go. Right. So at some point you have to sort of try and think, well, okay, how much time do I have to lay these out? The ship is moving randomly, by the way. The only thing I have control over is the little carrot-shaped aiming sight, which is where your wedges are going to get built. Oh no, the water level rising has thrown off the alignment of my things. Oh dear me. Right, come on, let's sort this out. Uh-oh. No, no, we're good. We're all good. And we've got a cutscene. Oh. Game over. You are doomed. Oh, it's not game over. That is a Pac-Man style cutscene. But it has reset the water level. So I guess it resets the water level at a certain stage, as well as at a certain score boundary. Alright, so that should take care of a lot of the stuff on the left. Oh no, now it's all moved. That's the problem, you see. Attention! Carbon units gave their best. High score of today is 6,380. Carbon unit 1 score 6,380. Alright, let's have another go. Yeah, so it definitely makes life a bit easier for you at the beginning by pre-building those slides for you. There we go, sorted. Again, let's just try and build up during this initial period. as many as we can in the pipes. And try and shoot the rest, if at all possible. Okay, good. And we do it all again. Yeah, you do have a tiny bit of grace period at the start of each level. To get some of your defences in position. But not much time at all before the pressure is really on. Ah, damn it. The plug went in just before... Oh, and the plug stays in here onto the next stage as well. That's annoying. Hopefully the helicopter will be along before too long to sort that out for us. There it is. Nimbly dodging the slime. Excellent work, pilot. Yeah, I think probably the trickiest element in this game are those fireballs, because they blow holes in your wedges and they destroy your ship, and because you don't have direct control over your ship, sometimes it's a little bit down to luck as to whether or not you can survive that. Oh, you cheeky little... But yeah, this is a cool little game. I remember really liking the aesthetic of this when I was a kid, but I didn't really understand the concept that it wasn't a shoot 'em up. It was a game where you shoot things, but you're not shooting to destroy them. You're shooting for another reason. Extra life, excellent. Getting things into position. No! Oh no! Now, I believe this game actually has trackball support on real Atari 8-bit hardware. So, as usual, we are playing on the 400 Mini here. If you've got a real Atari trackball, I think you can use it with this. And several of the reviews recommended that. Although I have to say, the joystick controls are actually pretty precise in this. So they're quite sensitive, but that is what you want from the way the controls in this game work. You want that precision, and you want to be able to move quickly from place to place and arrange things suitably. Oh, this is getting too hectic for my liking. Alright, there we go. Okay. We destroyed a saucer there, that was worth a lot of points. Oh, the saucers are launching... The saucers launched some of the fireballs then. We're going down! say, I'm not hearing these worst sound effects that ever existed. These sounds are pretty good. Oh no. Because they're fulfilling an important function of sound effects in games from this period, which is to give you feedback on what is going on. So the sound effects tell you when there's things like the UFOs are appearing. And the fireballs are coming. To 10,000 points, that dropped the water level. Excellent. We're going to get a cutscene again. Yes. You are doomed. Alright, let's continue. Oh, don't plug my hole, if you pardon the expression. Always plug in my hole. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is troublesome. This is troublesome. It's fine, we can recover from this. Made a Triforce there. That's nice, isn't it? Ah, damn it. Last life. I've just got to... Oh no, we're good. We are good. I'm going to try and concentrate on building up one side and then shoot the rest. Or let the rest fall in the water. I think what you might need to get to grips with in this game is sort of leaving gaps. Uh-oh. It's all over. Alright, another high score. Let's have a look at one of the later levels. Oh, we can only go as far as 8, which is actually around where we got to. But we do get a bigger bonus for starting there. So let's start at level 8. Oops, that's the wrong button. Let's start at level 8. Oh, it starts with the water all the way up there as well. That's unpleasant. Actually, it's not all that bad. Oh, that is bad, Dave. Get out of here. That's very bad. No. Oh no. Oh, well, the water level rising caused the plug to sink, though. Oh, I can't keep up with this. Oh no. Oh no. That was going so well for a little while until that bloody UFO showed up. Oh! Rude. You are doomed. We do get our 14,000 point bonus, eh? And because we reached level 9, that means the water level has reset. Oh, that's so annoying. The way that the water level raising means that all your carefully positioned pipework is now in the wrong place. And it's a problem that just continues to get worse after that. Alright, so I guess we'll shoot everything for the rest of the stage. There we go. God, you did a great job of making you really want to hate that bloody UFO. That's it. Come and take the plug out. Oh, you absolute cock. Absolute cock. Oh, this is going poorly. Don't. I'm sure you can shoot the UFO when it's flying over and trying to drop the plug in the thing, but it's not easy. We have got a lot of lives because of all those bonus points we got there. So that's something. Oh, but the water level's now high enough for us to get struck by lightning. Good, everything is going brilliantly. Oh, we've done it though. We've done it though. Yeah, I think we may have reached a point of unwinnableness. And we're out of there. That's our new best score though, starting at level 8. Alright, so that is Slime by Steve Hales. A very cool game from the early days of Synapse software. Definitely worth a go. It takes a lot of getting used to if you've not played it before, because it's not a shoot 'em up. It's not quite a puzzle game either. It's some strange territory in between that was kind of very symptomatic of symptomatic, the right word? Representative of what Synapse software did in those early days. They were a very creative company, both in terms of the programmers who came and worked with them, and the ideas that came from, what was the name, Wolosenko, was it? He came up with a lot of the ideas for the games and then passed them on to the programmers to implement and turn into a finished product. And this is a good example of this. Defend ship from oncoming slime. Deflect slime into tubes. So there is a demo sequence that shows you how to play. Shoot alien, 1,000 points. Help chopper reach plug, 250 points. Deflect slime into tube, 100 points. And just 10 points for shooting the slime. So shooting the slime should be your last resort, really. Anyway, I think we'll leave that there for today. Because I could play this some more, but I don't think I'm going to get any better than I've displayed so far without a bit more practice. So yeah, by all means, give it a go if you think it looks interesting and something you might want to give a shot for yourself. That was Slime from Synapse Software. Just remains for me to say, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.